In this video, we're going to prove that the sine of a plus b is equal to sinAcosB plus cosAsinB. All right, think of b as a point on the unit circle. This angle here would be b. We're breaking b down into its component vectors along the x and y axis. And then what we're going to do is think of rotating b, so this whole diagram, through an angle of a. Now, because the left side of the identity involves sine, what we're interested in is, after the rotation, we're interested in the y-coordinate of this point. That's what the left side is fishing out. It's the y-coordinate of this image of b. Now, what we're going to do is we'll operate on the components of b. Notice that the y-coordinate of this image of b is equal to the y-coordinate of this vector plus the y-coordinate of this vector. I think you understand what I mean. Maybe my vocabulary may not be precise, but I think you can follow. So we want the y-coordinate of this vector plus the y-coordinate of this vector after the rotation. All right, so how do we get that? Okay, so this vector here is cosine b, and after we rotate it, to get the y-coordinate, it's precisely this, right? It's sine a cosine b. So sine a cosine b is this y-coordinate, which can be positive or negative. Now let's do this vector here. So it starts out here, and then we want to rotate it and get its y-coordinate. Well, notice its rotation relative to the positive y-axis is a. It's through an angle of a. So it's the y-coordinate of this guy. Well, this guy here, this right here is sine b, this vector, and its y-coordinate after it's undergone the rotation is sine b cosine a. So we're done with the proof. Now notice in my proof, b started out in quadrant 1, but I think you can convince yourself it'll work no matter what quadrant b starts out in, and no matter what a is, and this proof works even if a and b are, a and or b are negative angles. All right, please support me through PayPal to devinwyndham@gmail.com. And I also do tutoring, both in person and online. I am based out of Fairfax, Virginia. If you're interested in tutoring, you can also reach me at this email, and please subscribe to my channel.